we're cooking. What are we cooking? We're cooking pasta with vodka sauce. And I was like, we're cooking with vodka. We might as well use sweetly American vodka. Let's go. We done. Pasta with vodka sauce. Wheatley American vodka. So good you can drink it neatly. That's good. That's so good. It's so good. Let's see.
That looks so good. Hello, everybody. It is me, Queen PR, and we are back for my favorite show, where WWE meets pop culture, and it is your ultimate source for wrestling and pop culture news. And we have a big show ahead of us. We just came off of an amazing pay-per-view weekend in ATL. So we'll get into that. We will get into what Baron Corbin was cooking up with Wheatley Vodka. We have the new segments. There's been some red carpet premiere appearances. So we have a big show. So welcome back, everybody. If you are new to the channel, if you are new to the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications if you want to keep up with what your favorite wrestlers are up to outside of the ring. So let's get into it, because Rakarsha has entered the chat, aka the building. So that means that the show can officially start. Hello, Rakarsha. So before we get into all of the festivities that happened in Atlanta, I do like to start off with what has been inspiring me recently, and I am still on my WNBA kick. My New York Liberty have officially made it to the finals. Yes. It was, they had a rough game 3, they lost in Vegas, and I was like really nervous, but then we took it home in Vegas the other day, and I am so, is that yesterday? That was yesterday. I'm so excited. You already know Ellie was already tweeting, already ready to cut up. So everybody, if you love me and you love New York and you just love everything that's awesome, make sure you give all of the winning energy to the New York Liberty, who will be challenging for the championship, and they will hopefully bring their first championship home to New York. It has been a while since we've had a basketball championship here in this city. My Knicks is also, have a lot of potential going into this season as well. But I do feel like this is the year. If the New York Liberty was ever going to win the championship, it would be this year. They knocked out the Aces, 2-time champions. Oh, heartbreaking, but also go New York, go Liberty. Light them up. So let's get into the show, because we have a lot happening and I want to make sure we get all the way into it. So first of all, we had Bad Blood in Atlanta, and the mayor of Atlanta was there with Triple H. You can see in this video, and he was able to be a part of everything. A lot of people were tweeting that Bad Blood felt like a Big Four pay-per-view. And I must say, it did absolutely feel that way. It felt like it wasn't just one of the, knockoff, thank you, Dad, one of those knockoff, in between the Big Four pay-per-views. It felt huge. It felt big. It felt big for the city of Atlanta, especially. You can see here They gave the mayor his own championship because, and I talked about it in past videos. Hey, 3NC Wrestling, that feeling of holding one of those championship belts, like it's a feeling that we all get when we hold it, no matter, we don't even realize it, but it's just something that we all experience. But yeah, the event was lit for sure. I want to know, you guys in the comments, how did the event hold up? Do you think it was as good as I thought it was? I was at Legends, the watch party hosted by Jobber Tears, and it was great because it just felt like a black ass event, and I was here for it. I loved it. You had Bianca and Jade and Naomi hosting. They had 2 outfit changes. They definitely tried to coordinate with the colors. So yeah, it was a really cool event. But we want to get into the celebrities and all of that kind of stuff. So Metro Boomin was already attached to the event when they posted the stakeout video with Cody Rhodes and him, and Triple H is basically like, all right, like it's time for y'all to do this, do a stakeout in Atlanta in like this unmarked car and shit like that. And then they released the other half of the promo video with Triple H and Cody, which is actually really funny. Between him and Cody, but Metro was a part of it from day one. It was in Atlanta. I know that's a blackity black city. It's very rooted in hip hop, so there were a lot of hip hop artists there, including Metro Boomin. But one thing I did appreciate, and you know, when celebrities do get involved, is that they're fans. Like, yes, we look at Metro Boomin and the other celebrities that were there as like these huge hip hop stars, but at the end of the day, they grew up just like us, like loving this shit, loving this business, and being a part of it is something that Metro Boomin definitely did not take for granted. He tweeted out, thank God for the day today. He also had merch. Okay, the Metro Boomin t-shirt actually is kind of dope. The Bad Blood logo, I might have to get it. But he definitely made sure to tweet that it was truly an honor and that he was living out his childhood dreams. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing ever. It definitely felt a little hood, but you know, I am kind of comfortable in hoodish type environments. So I was loving everything about it. I was kicking myself for not going to Atlanta because it was actually a pretty affordable trip. And yes, Metro and Quavo was watching ringside and were having the time of their lives. Let's take a look at some of the other celebs that were in the building for Bad Blood. Here's Metro Boomin with his family. And also we had Lil Baby, who has been bringing his family to shows. And they are also fans. And Grammy, oh, Lil Baby got a Grammy? Oh, okay, cool. So he was spotted there. Quavo was spotted there. Let me tell you something so funny about the internet, first of all, is we all know Quavo and the Migos, rest in peace, Takeoff, were huge WWE fans. That this is not the first time that they've made appearances in WWE, but I am glad that he was there, especially it being in Atlanta. But the reason why I say I love the internet is because they did not waste no time trying to find out who that girl was sitting next to Quavo. Somebody had already on Threads or Twitter already was like, oh, don't even worry about it. I already found out, pulled up her Instagram, everything. Like, so if you want to know who that girl is, it is somewhere on the internet. But yes, Quavo was there having the time of his life. Lil Yachty was there as well. So there was a VIP section that Jay, Bianca, and Naomi were in, and there were a lot of legends there, and Lil Yachty was spotted there. And well, I wouldn't say that it looked like he didn't want to be there. I think that that live TV thing is like not the easiest thing. But I do know he loves wrestling as well. The matches were great, Vaughn. Yes, for sure. Were there any other celebs that was? Oh, Killer Mike. Killer Mike was there. He did an interview with Rosenberg. You know, Rosenberg is also a hip hop journalist on the radio, very popular here in New York. So he was able to kiki with his friends, which was dope. Yeah, a lot of cool um, sightings there. I do want to shout out the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluffs marching band because they went viral for doing Cody's entrance. Um, at the school, and then Cody tapped in and was like, "Oh, you guys got to perform here as well." But I gotta say, it felt a little cringe, only because, and I'm very excited they had the opportunity, but I feel like Cody should have came out during it, and then like having Solo and Jacob Fatu just sitting in the ring mat awkward like that. I think they were trying to make it seem like there's like all this support for Cody like surrounding you, and I think they were supposed to probably be like intimidated maybe by it, but it didn't really give for me. I would love to know what you guys think. I know Jay Dixon 68 in the comments said I hate that Cody didn't come out while they were playing, and it is his intro, so I totally agree with that one. But I would love to know your thoughts because that wasn't the first time we've had a marching band involved in someone's entrance. We've seen it done masterfully at WrestleMania for Bianca's entrance, and even thinking about it, I get like chills. But I would love to know what you guys thought about that. Let's get into. I think it's time for the fashion corner. So the star of the fashion corner this week is none other than Chelsea Green. Oh my God, I cannot even say how much I have enjoyed everything that she has been doing. I have always felt like Chelsea has so much potential, and she is really like exceeding all of my expectations. So she did this vignette a couple weeks ago, which turned into a dumpster match, which was actually like really good on SmackDown with, against Mia Yim, and Mia Yim ended up winning. And but this look, she really had fun with this like trash look. At first I was just like, okay, like this makes no sense, but then I'm like, I actually really love it now because it's pink, it's her, and it's kitsch, but also like really fucking awesome and dope. But then she wrapped it all together with this look that she called Trashin' to get ready for her dumpster match with Mia Yim. And I love the look that she wore for this match. I love the do we have photos of the full outfit? Yes, here we go. So as you can see, I know some people were like, what is she wearing going into a dumpster match? Because it's sort of like a hardcore match. So you kind of, want to be like, a little bit more hardcore. But one thing I love about Chelsea is that she has always been very vocal about what the Divas era meant to her and how she wanted to bring back the Divas era, because there are a lot of like fun stuff that came out of that era when you're not a real wrestling fan. And I love that and I also feel the same way, the empowerment of being beautiful, dress sexy, feel confident, but also wrestle your ass off. So Chelsea Green is a perfect person to kind of bring those worlds together, and I think that's what she's doing. But also the fact that she does dynamic character work, like she even shouted out the acting school that she went to on her Instagram, because she's been doing these new Chelsea confessionals on WWE's Instagram, and she was crying about the dumpster match and how bad she smelled and the aftermath and everything like that. And so she really she hits hard with the diva era traits, but like she's doing it at the best it's ever been done. So let's look at this outfit. Okay, you have the beige jacket with the management on the back, and then the look of her skirt is that like construction worker, waste management worker type colors, very creatively done with the super short skirt. And then you have the boots, and she did her signature Chelsea Green train, but it's a trash bag. Like, how creative is that? Like, oh my God, I love everything about this look. The way she just went all the way into it. Mind you, her and Mia Yim is like a B storyline. Like it's not like the main storyline. It wasn't the hottest feud per se. It was very much a comment, one of those that fill the show up. But like they both brought everything they could to it and made it really feel significant. And it coming all together in this dumpster match, which was actually a really good match because you can't go wrong with Mia Yim and Chelsea Green, wrestling wise, obviously. But the execution of it, Chelsea Green's reaction, she has been getting rave reviews from other wrestlers, fans, of just how well she's been portraying this, how they carried on her smelling bad onto Bad Blood in Atlanta. She went to the VIP and like Quavo and Metro Boomin, and everyone is like, "Oh, girl, you stink," and she just is playing into it so well. And I'm so proud of her. And when I saw her label this trashin' look, I knew I had to feature her on the fashion corner. And hi Matt, welcome. So I had to give her a spotlight because I just thought this was great. Shout out to
I have a gifty for you. I feel so bad that you're in the shark cage, so I got you a pair of Daddy Doms, and I have a pair myself.
These go crazy.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yay. I didn't know if you were gonna
awesome.
like the black glitter. I was like, oh.
I love it. Thank
How
you.
funny.
Thanks, Marlita.
Thank you.
So Liv has been getting custom sneakers and sneakers turned into wrestling boots, custom made by Maish275 on Instagram for a while now. I've been following what they've been doing because I love what they've been doing. And they made these custom sneakers for both Liv and Dom. There are matching ones. Dom's are low tops, Liv's are high top. They have like a play on like a cow print in the front, in the back, and then like a swirly design on the Nike check. Really, 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 really dope. I think hers are ones. His might be, low top dunks, or those might be ones too, actually. I'm not sure, but they're custom made. I love custom made stuff. It was such a monumental match, and I'm glad that Liv was able to give Daddy Dom a special gift for the night. And like, how cool is it to be able to have like custom sneakers made for you? Like, that's just like the coolest thing. So Jay Dixon, what do you mean? Yo, Liv is cool, but is that on a disrespectful level? So what do you mean? Her giving the sneakers? Let me know what you mean by that. But there's a lot of wrestling and sneaker fashion happening lately, and a lot of pages are covering it. So I would follow Wrestling and Sneakers because they chronicle all the sneakers that all the wrestlers wear, like on the shows and stuff like that. And now brands, you can see Roman Reigns has his Jordan deal. A lot of brands are realizing like, oh shit, maybe I need to tap into these wrestlers, because if you think about it, they're on TV once or twice a week sometimes. That's a walking ad. Like millions of people pay attention to these wrestlers on a daily basis. So I will be paying way more, as you know, because that's what we do on this show. I will be paying very close attention to what is happening within wrestling and fashion. Speaking of wrestling and fashion, I want to give a big shout out to an Instagram. It's a social media account called Women of Wrestling Fashion. And I've been following this page for years. And they basically find all of the designers that all the wrestlers are wearing. So every week on TV, they show what you can get, where you can get all these pieces from. So I tend to refer back to this page, especially when I'm doing the fashion corner on this show, or even if I just want to know, like, where did Bianca get that outfit from? Like, I want to know. And I was able to get to know the young lady that runs that account, and we're actually going to be sort of collaborating because we both have a love for wrestling and fashion, and also Natalia Neihart. But this page is really diligent on getting the designer deets. Sometimes she reaches out to Rhea like, hey, where'd you get your shirt from? Just so that we can know. And she posts links to the pieces on her Instagram story. So if you like something that Rhea Ripley is wearing, you can buy it on this page. So I went on her page, Women of Wrestling Fashion, and I chose my 3 favorite looks of the week. So number 1, we have Rhea Ripley here. And I love this look because I like that Rhea can do masculine and feminine. Like she can do it all. She does both very well. And she's just probably the hottest human being on the planet. But this corset look is very feminine. Like this burgundy corset, very feminine. The shoulders are bows, but then you go down and you have like these leather shorts that are kind of like edgy with the boots and the fishnet stockings. Very well done, very well put together, very on brand for Rhea. If you want to know what Rhea is wearing, according to Women of Wrestling Fashion, you can get her burgundy red corset from Doll's Kill, which is no longer sold, but I'm sure you can find it on resale websites. And then the booty shorts are from Pixel Pleasure. Also very, very affordable. Another thing that this page does that I appreciate is they'll tell you if something is sold out, and they'll tell you if it's only available in one size. So if you do want to buy what Rhea is wearing, I suggest you get those shorts ASAP because those are also about to sell out. Only larges are in stock. My second favorite look of the week was Tiffany Stratton. So I thought it was cool that she dressed, a lot of people had the cowboy hat vibe because SmackDown was in Nashville, Tennessee. And if you go there, almost 8 out of 10 women are wearing cowboy hats. And it's a really fun city if you've never been. I know it sounds like to some people, like myself. Yes, Ricard their page is awesome. You'd be like, Nashville, Tennessee, that's a party town? And I'm like, yes, it is. It is. It's good fun. I definitely want to go back one day. But Tiffany Stratton is rocking the pink cowboy look. So she is also rocking Doll's Kill, the hat, and the bling, which is also out, unfortunately. But I do love that it seems like Doll's Kill is hitting a nerve with the WWE girlies. And I know how that is because I work in an office, and it's like once a couple girls order from one website and they love it, word of mouth is still a very powerful thing. So I'm sure they were like, oh, you like that? Oh, Doll's Kill. Oh, let me go Doll's Kill, order some clothes. And that's what they did. And then my third favorite look of the week was this star shirt from Raquel Rodriguez when she returned on Saturday night for Bad Blood. And when I spoke to Haley, who runs this account, she was saying that this was actually a highly requested piece that people were reaching out to her like, where did Raquel get her shirt? Because if you look, the top are stars. So it's a really cute shirt. And I think it looks really cute on Raquel. I don't know about her return, but she really did look cute. And I think that top is super cute. And if you want that top, you can get it from Namelia. It is still in stock. It's called the Superstar Top. And I think that it is really, really, really cute. Really cutesy. So I think that is everything that is in the fashion corner. Make sure you follow Women of Wrestling Fashion on Instagram and Twitter because their page is great. And we're going to be doing a lot more stuff together. And I love fashion, so I'm very excited for that. Next, we have a really fun story that I wanted to cover because I think that Bayley and CM Punk's friendship, I should say, is really, really wholesome, really, really cute. And she posted this illustration on her Instagram, and it's a cartoon character that definitely looks like her. Purple hair, shaved sides, like half like monster or something, and it's really dope photo. And CM Punk commented, tattoo. And I want to know from you guys, do you think Bailey should get this as a tattoo? Because it is pretty awesome. And it's kind of her, but not her, but then represents like two sides of her. And she also got her shaved sides updated for her Bad Blood match as well. So, Bailey is a very, I don't know if the word is sentimental, symbolic. She, everything she does has a meaning and means something to her. So there is a reason why she posted this. And who knows what if Bailey ends up with this tattoo, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, CM Punk told her to get that. But also, if CM Punk suggested I get a tattoo, like I would totally listen to him because I just feel like he's like the smartest, best person of life. So before we get into the rest of the show, can we take a quick break? And I will be back with more of the top rope tea from the past week. Will be
WWE superstars might find that transition to being on screen a little bit easier than a typical actor.
I think they're super shoe-in because they're live show action performers. Then they have to go big for the guys up in the nosebleeds, and it's their ability to retain choreography is second to none. So I'm always a huge fan and proponent of all WWE superstars and wrestlers in general.
Let me tell you, it's the same thing. It's the discipline is the same, the artistry is the same, the creativity is the same. I have nothing but respect for what they do. And then when I look at, me and Dave as former athletes in this business, we understand how rare it is that we're here.
And I've known Drew for a very long time, and we've stayed in touch well before this. I watched Drew grow up in this business. I'm super proud of him. I'm proud of what he's accomplished.
Well, congratulations on this film. I can't wait to see it.
I love Batista. All right, so we are back. For those that are just joining us, I am Queen PR, and this is where WWE meets pop culture, your ultimate source for wrestling and pop culture news. Find out what your favorite wrestlers are up to outside of the ring, as well as fashion and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. So I showed the video to open the show, but Wheatley Vodka is the first and official liquor brand partner with WWE. They tagged Cody Rhodes in to be their spokesperson. You've probably seen it all over his tour bus. It was in all the cocktails in Philly for Mania. It's actually not that bad. I've had it. I would say a part of my WrestleMania weekend was definitely powered by Wheatley Vodka. But thank you, Daddy. The Yankees. We went through our sports. So no WWE superstars were at any sporting events this weekend because they were busy in Atlanta. But I'm sure we will come back to our sports corner next week. But yeah, Wheatley Vodka is pretty good. They've really been doing a lot more initiatives to get the brand out there. Cody Rhodes podcast, What Do You Want to Talk About, is sponsored by Wheatley Vodka. They're drinking Wheatley Vodka cocktails. However, what I was most excited about is Baron Corbin cooking penne alla vodka with it. Can we run that video again for those that may not have been here at the top of the show? Of Baron Corbin cooking pasta with Wheatley Vodka.
We're cooking. What are we cooking? We're cooking pasta with vodka sauce. And I was like, we're cooking with vodka. We might as well use Wheatley American Vodka. Let's go. We done. Pasta with vodka sauce. Wheatley American vodka. So good you can drink it neatly. That's good. That's so good. It's so good. Let's see.
So I do love Baron Corbin's cooking videos. I probably mentioned them on the show, but he does cook a lot. He does a lot of things with like big ass meats and stuff. And it's cool to get to know him in that way as well. Krista B was able to talk to him about his cooking videos at SummerSlam. And just when I saw that he was doing a video making pasta with Cody Rhodes' vodka, I was like, okay, yeah, we have to talk about this on the show. I'm not a Penny alla vodka fan. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably, that wouldn't be my first choice. However, if Baron Corbin is offering me, if he's cooking and offering me pasta, I'm going to eat it. Anything that he cooks looks absolutely amazing. I also like seeing wrestlers like do what they're passionate about. Like, because there was a time where wrestlers, you really couldn't kind of have the freedom to pursue other options. Like it was either like you were gun-ho into WWE and wrestling or you did nothing else. And now seeing wrestlers being able to do things like this, even if it's just, I want to cook on my Instagram, like they just feel like they're having so much fun, and it's really cool to see. Lash Legend is actually we've advertised her cooking channel on the show a lot. That actually debuts this Thursday. Her cooking channel, Life of Lash, and I'll put that in the description as well, so you can subscribe and check it out. But she'll be doing cooking videos, and you can tell that that's something that she's like really, really, really passionate about. And we are going to support, and we are going to do all that we can to make sure that her channel is a huge success. Also, I like watching people cook. Like my sister's a chef, and I love watching her cook, and it's just such a like really cool thing. So we'll definitely be on top of that. Next, did you guys know that recently it was National Coffee Day? I know, one of my favorite things to celebrate. I think we have a video, so let's run it.
Hey, let me answer that. It's Prince Nana.
He got it down pat. Hey, you know what? One sip Monet, you know what happens.
Tell me.
What's the dance? What's the dance?
Give me
Take
a
your
sip.
Hey, coffee day from AEW. Go to shopaew.com for PrinceNanaCoffee.com bundle.
Now you need to pay him.
Cut the check, sis. CEO.
Money changes everything.
CEO.
So, CEO.
CEO. Hey,
So he's
CEO. Hey,
Super,
CEO.
got
Drink
it,
your coffee.
So Prince Nana has a coffee. I will say I have had the pleasure of meeting Prince Nana backstage at an AEW show, and he is the nicest person. He made Krista B and Pablo Don and I feel so comfortable going backstage. He introduced us to almost everyone, and it was the night that Mercedes actually premiered. We did like Krista B and I did like a 24-hour trip to Boston to see her debut, and we were able to connect with him, and he was so nice and he's so ambitious. He has been in the game for a long time. Do not sleep on Prince Nana. He has been in the game. Yeah, Brian H. Waters says my guy Nana, I've been rocking with that dude since ROH 2012 days. He's never changed, and that's so good to learn. But yeah, he has a coffee, and I love that I'm on AEW shop AEW.com, and his coffee bundle is already sold out. Yes, get them coins. But the coffee bundle that he references in that video with Mercedes Moné is you get a mug, you get a bag of ground coffee, and a really cool t-shirt. I will still post the link in the description, although it's sold out right now. I'm pretty sure that at some point they're probably going to put that back on stock, because that's just really fucking cool. And also get the bag. Like, get the bag. Like, coffee is, not everyone has a coffee line. And I know he is from somewhere that knows how to do coffee. So I will definitely be hitting him up and asking him if he could send some to the show, and I will absolutely be drinking that shit. We love Black businesses. Yes, we do. Brian H. Waters. But I will be reaching out to see if I can try some for the show so I can tell you guys firsthand what I think about the coffee. And also, Gold Dust. Mercedes looks like she's having so much fun at AEW with that cute ass jacket that she has on. But girl, come back home. Come back home. Come back. Yeah. Oh, see, I don't know nothing about Monifa, but she has a song called Come Back Home that's like really, really good that I was going to start singing, but y'all know. All right. So our next story is one of my favorite people in the universe, AJ Lee. I have talked about her on the show, and I talked about her comic book that she's coming out with her sister, called Dawn of the Dead Girl? Day of the Dead Girl. I know I was right. Day of the Dead Girl. And a women empowerment comic, and it comes out. It probably came out already because she was at Los Angeles Comic Con, and a fan brought her the comic book and pointed out that AJ Lee not slick. She put a character in the in the comic, like, so she has a very minor role in it. And if you like read the comic book, you can tell that, okay, like, girl, this is you. And she points it out to the girl, which I think is really cool. I also love how she interacts with fans on Twitter about everything that CM Punk is doing. Like, somebody quote tweeted, because I will say, I never looked at CM Punk like, but he came back on Survivor Series. He had that WWE glow on him, and I was just also like, is he like a little bit more buff? And he got injured and was able to get in like hella good shape, and now he looks really good. And somebody quote tweeted a picture of him and said something like, AJ Lee generous, basically letting us feast on CM Punk. And then she quoted something like, yeah, I'm just generous like that or something. So I love that she dibbles and dabbles where she can. She says that she doesn't watch. She keeps it at arm's length, but she's also seeing her husband having the time of his life in the business that they both love. So I am so here for that. I will also be making sure that I read Day of the Dead Girl, and I will be doing a review maybe on the show for you guys. Because I am very proud of what her and her sister are doing. That's why I am never in a rush for AJ Lee to come back to wrestling, because I know that she is booked and busy doing a lot of cool shit. Okay. So yes, shout out to AJ Lee. Make sure you get her comic book. I will link it in the description. So we have a new segment. Let's play. So the segment is called Spotted, and that is because most of the show is me telling you where I spot all of your favorite wrestlers. So CJ Perry, formerly known as Lana, hit the Joker 2 red carpet in this cute denim dress. Also spotted on the Joker 2 red carpet premiere was Zelina Vega. So she posted this on Instagram, and she also put in the caption that she was a WB partner, which I am very intrigued by that, and I will definitely be paying close attention to that, because I want to know. I'm giving y'all the tea, like, where everybody got business. Like, I'm here for it, and I'm gonna be following all of it. But Zelina Vega also did something really cool with comicbook.com. With a journalist that I have met a few times who's phenomenal, named Haley. And she did a cosplay countdown. So I will post a link to that article as well in the description. And she did a lot. My girl loves to cosplay. I wish she would choose a look so we can fucking brand her. But maybe her brand is cosplay. And you know what? Zelina, do your thing, girl. And I think you being at the Joker 2 premiere makes so much sense with these other like Joker type people. Now, on a whole nother note, I was excited about Joker 2 for a little bit, but then I'm also like, is Lady Gaga too much? I have been hearing really horrible reviews about the movie. If you have seen Joker 2, I would love to know what you thought of the film. Sometimes bad movies are actually really good. When you watch them like 5 years later, you're just like, oh, this is so bad, it's good. Is it that kind of movie? It is a musical, but I want to know how Joker 2 is because I really liked the first Joker. So yeah, Zelina Vega and CJ Perry spotted on the Joker 2 red carpet. Now, last Friday at SmackDown, Hardy was spotted on SmackDown in Nashville, Tennessee, and he was the one that introduced AJ Styles, who made his grand return back to SmackDown. And I thought that was cool because Hardy is an up-and-coming country artist. He's gaining more and more popularity. He took photos with everyone backstage and also expressed how he is also a big fan. So we love when we see a celebrity on SmackDown. Next, we have Aaliyah Mysterio, who was... Let's play the video real quick, very quick. So Aaliyah Mysterio was at a Padres game, and very comedically, there was a lot of booing, and there was a shot that she was actually representing the Dodgers. So she was on enemy territory. Wait, so she was at a Padres game, and cheering for the Padres in the Dodgers stadium, but she also had Dodgers socks on. So that's where I'm like, girly. Also, I do the same thing because, like, I take one photo in an Orioles jersey, and everybody's like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm a Yankees fan. Y'all, come on. Y'all know this. I will support the Orioles, by association, obviously, because I love to see Brian H. Waters smile. And I was hoping that maybe that they would go all the way this year. They didn't. But the Yankees are still in, so go Yankees. So Aaliyah, me and you is here. So one last story before we close out, which I thought was really cool. Was Dua Lipa, who was one of the biggest pop stars in the world. Super talented. She was in DC recently, and she was dressed with like this long like trench coat jacket and like a baseball cap. And I'm pretty sure this was her trying to be like low key, but like you're Dua Lipa and you're posting this on social media and you're like in DC at night. So people saw it, but this one account, the Comeback Spot, said that Dua Lipa was dressed like Paul Heyman. And I gotta say, once I read that and I saw the look, I was like, oh my God, yes, that's exactly who it looks like. She's dressed like, but also like it's pretty stylish. Like Paul Heyman also tweeted about it, and I'm gonna try to pull up his tweet really quickly because he also seen it, because Paul Heyman sees everything because he's Paul Heyman and he just knows everything. But he tweeted that Dua Lipa was a Paul Heyman girl, which is a perfect way to describe it. He also retweeted something that said that she was going extreme. Hey, Wrestling Realm. So yeah, I loved everything about this look. I would have loved to see like she responded to it, but I don't like, does she even know who Paul Heyman is? But you just never know, which is the whole point of this show. Is WWE is mainstream, wrestling is mainstream, and this is a show where you see where wrestling meets pop culture. And this is a pure example of that, of how one of the biggest pop stars in the world post a photo in the fucking capital of America at night, and us wrestling fans are like, she's going extreme, she's a Paul Heyman girl. And I love that shit. And that's why I love this show, and that's why I have this show. And I will absolutely Make sure that I am here with you guys every Monday night to give you all of the top rope tea. I'm always serving the top rope tea here on Where WWE Meets Pop Culture. I am your ultimate source for wrestling and pop culture news. I will tell you what your favorite wrestlers are up to outside of the ring. And I am so happy to be back with you guys. If there's anyone that is new to the channel, new to this show, welcome. And I do hope to see you next week. Tell a friend about this show. I want to start having, segments on where wrestlers talk about their new products. I want to have some brand deals. I want to be able to offer you guys some goodies. I'm gonna start with Prince Nana's coffee because I just love coffee so much. But the show is growing. I believe this is the 26th episode. This is my baby, and it has been slowly growing, and I have been loving it. And I would not have been able to do it all without our wonderful, wonderful audience. Everyone that joins me every Monday night. I love you guys so, so much. Next week, I am going to a wedding on Monday night, so I will be figuring out when we will be doing this show. But make sure you follow me, Queen PR, everywhere to get all the latest on that. If you like the show, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, leave some comments. Let's start some discussions about the tea so that we can get other people involved in it, because I want to know what you all think. This show is not about me. It is about you. It is about me serving the community with all the best tea about your favorite wrestlers. And I want to also thank the production on this show. I could not have done this without you. And I cannot wait to see you all next week. And that is the show.